Hi, and welcome to my kitchen. Coach DeenaMcD. I'm going to make fajitas tonight. We have some leftover steak, and I've got some shallots. I've never used shallots, but I like to get in the mood with a cool apron. I borrowed it from my daughter. So we are going to have fun. Have you ever cooked with shallots? I have never cooked with shallots. So hang on, I'm going to show you. They're weird onions. I don't know. I think they're gonna be fine, but we'll find out. In the meantime, I've got to cut up some peppers. I'll take this with me and I will show you as we cut up peppers together. So I've got my peppers right here. I just cut up my shallots and I'm gonna cut up my peppers. I like to use these little bitty peppers. These tiny ones, do you see them? They are so delicious. Some people like to use the bigger shallots, bigger peppers, but I don't. I like to use the little ones. So I just basically cut off the top and go slice through the sides and then take the middle out. You know, I'm not the very best cook in the world, but I try really hard. I know, you've got to just try. So keeping with this, I'm just going to go through and make the peppers just bite-sized pieces. And when you use this knife, you want to go to the back of the knife, not the sharp end, because it ends up dulling the knife down. I told my husband I was going to shoot a video about me making fajitas, and he said, call me when you're done. He didn't want to be on camera, but that's okay. Now, these I'm going to slice a little bit differently. I'm going to slice these long. Oh, there he is. He's hiding in the corner. I wish you could see him. Maybe I should turn the camera around. He's peeking out the door. Come on, we gotta have fun with life. Bring the hubby out. There he's coming through. Right now. Uh-oh. He won't, he's even hiding. Okay, wait. There he is. There he is. Oh, wait, there he is. Hello, my husband. Silly, silly family we are. Okay, back to cutting and chopping. So like I said, I'm not really the best cook, only because as a young girl, I really wasn't taught how to cook. But my daughter, Rosie, oh my goodness, whew, she is the greatest chef. And I think it's because she likes to watch those cooking shows. This is not like a really amazing cooking show because I'm not that great. Ooh, there's a yucky pepper in there. Let's throw that one away. Sometimes when you get these peppers, you have to really be careful. One is gross, and you don't want to keep that one in there. So these are pre-washed, so I don't have to worry about washing them. Though I did wash my hands. And the fajitas, I am kind of a low-carb fan, so I'm going to use some low-carb fajita wraps. And I might even just, I don't know, if I feel like it by the time this is done, just put the meat and peppers and such just on a salad, so I could do it on a salad. Anyway, I've got several more of these peppers to slice up. We have used these pepper seeds and just taken them and thrown them into a pot. And yes, pepper seeds grow peppers. And they're great. They're great. They don't produce a lot, but I mean, they were garbage and then they produce one pepper. I've made money, right? You can't see down here, but by my feet, it's my little puppy. Oh, she perked her ears up because she knew I said puppy. And you want to see her? Okay, I'll point the camera down. Hi, Claire. Oh, she knows she's not supposed to jump on me, but she jumps near me. Look at her. Okay, enough. Back to chopping. So we're going to continue to chop here. I guess that's one of the things about cooking is just the prep can be so extensive, and then everybody sits down to eat and it's gone in what, 5 minutes? Poof. So you have to begin to enjoy the journey. Does that say a lot about life? I know. So I'm going to continue. I've got a lot more of these peppers, and a couple of them are kind of yucky. So throw away the yucky ones. Throw away the yucky ones. One of my favorite dishes to cook is chicken and dumplings. And my husband will say it's possum and dumplings. Don't believe him. He likes to just be silly about it. For me, when I cook, I definitely have to have music. The silence is torturous. So I have my little machine over there. And if you say her name, she'll say something back to you. Little speaking devices. So I just put on jazz music to relax. I think I've got maybe 3 more peppers to go. I'm gonna hurry because I'm starving. I did get a knife sharpener, and you just run it through. As crazy as it sounds, it was so easy, and I can't believe I waited so long with dull knives, but now they're super sharp and I have to be super careful. Okay, so we've got those peppers. We've got the peppers all cut up right here. And over here, I've already cut my shallots. Now, I've never used shallots before, but I'm gonna try today. So we'll see how they work. Okay, so here we go. Just putting the peppers in. Yeah. I like to be very generous with the olive oil, because if you're skimpy on this, it just tastes yucky. I know, so let's get that fire going. Whew. I love my gas stove. It's so nice. I'm afraid if I set this camera down though, it's going to get yucky. So give me a minute and I will get back with you and see what progress we have. So hang tight. Yep, I use a wooden spoon. Progress is slow. You don't want your fire on too hot, because if your fire's too hot, then all of a sudden, uh-oh, I missed that one. Someone will get a little extra. If your fire's too hot, then all of a sudden it starts to get crispy too soon. So I do my vegetables first. Oh, and I forgot my mushrooms. I better go get my mushrooms. I have my mushrooms. Now, when you have mushrooms, I was told by a cooking lady that to not wash them, just to wipe them down, but it freaks me out. So I go ahead and wash my mushrooms. And I like to keep them fairly big. They shrink up. So I just cut them pretty small, like in half and then in a third. But I've got quite a few. And don't put your mushrooms in at the same time that you put your peppers in, because it's going to be yucky. Your mushrooms cook way too fast. And then all of a sudden you have soggy mushrooms. And who likes soggy mushrooms? Not me. I'm going to have to put on another light, I think. It might be better. Woo! Let there be light, and there is. Sometimes you just forget to just turn on the light. I know, you probably think, her hair's not tied back, but it's sort of tied back. So continue to cut those mushrooms. And I like a ton of mushrooms, but I just used what I have left over. So this is our leftovers meal. I didn't really plan on making fajitas. I planned on having my husband cook. And he's pretty good. He's a really good cook, but he cooks man food. And what is man food? Not girl food. We like all the salads and that kind of stuff, but he likes a little bit heavier type meal with potatoes. Well, that's not really a guy meal, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. A guy cooking. He is good cooking, but just different styles. Oh, we're almost done. My puppy is still down by my feet, hoping that I will drop something. So I'm gonna go check on the peppers. Be right back. So what do you know? The peppers are very nice. They're doing well, and my mushrooms are ready. I'm just gonna take these and just drop them in, hopefully not the floor, but just drop them in here into, oh, it's looking great, it's looking great. I love it, love it. So just stir them in. Oh, I'm learning to use this camera with one hand, kind of fun. So it kind of looks like I'm gonna have to change pans. This pan is getting a little too small. I went ahead and I put some pepper in there, and we'll see. Stir it in. I think my fire's a little too hot. Ah. Okay, I'm gonna slice up my meat. And then we're gonna see the magic happen. Ah. I don't know. Truth be known, I'm eating some of the pre-cooked meat. It's so yummy. I know, it's so good. And I was always taught to slice against the grain of the meat, but I don't know. Right now I'm just starving and I want to get it sliced up so we can eat. My super de-duper sharp knife. So I separated the vegetables, and I'm going to fry up the meat in some soy sauce and do some olive oil as well. I just love the flavor that olive oil will bring to your food. Here we go. Almost done. It's a lot of meat. I hope my family's hungry. Let's go. Here we go. You ready? Let's go. Ta-da. So doesn't that look great? I love it. Here we go. So I pre-seasoned my pan. I did have to move it to another pan because it just was too many vegetables. And so now I'm just going to season my meat, figure out where I'm going to put my camera. Oh, I'm having so much fun cooking with you. This is great. Okay, here we go. Got that olive oil. I know my camera's a little bit crooked, but hang with me. I can't let this burn. Oof. No. Fix that camera. Ah, so much better. I kind of like that. That looks good. Okay. So with some olive oil, go ahead and have the pan. It's kind of hot. Yep. And, whoops, Mr. Mushroom. Don't tell anybody. Okay. So now I'm going to find my soy sauce. I think it's up in this cabinet. I was right. No, that's teriyaki sauce. Let's try this one over here. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. Right by the glue. Okay, so I am not the most, see, it's not glue. I'm just telling you, it's not glue. Not the most organized person, but I try really hard. So keep your pan pretty high toward the meat, and just be very generous on the soy sauce. I should have smelt it. I think it's okay. Yeah, of course. That would be horrible. Have you ever ruined a meal because you didn't make sure something was the right flavor? I may or may not have. One time my son used some fish sauce. Oh my gosh, that was so bad. We threw it out. He's like, Mom, I'm so sorry. The whole house was so smelly. And it wasn't the fish sauce. It was the actual expiration date. Check those expiration dates. That looks good. Let me taste one of the mushrooms. They're not really ready. look at the stirs I have. Isn't that funny? If you haven't guessed by now, I'm just a silly kid at heart. So, you can stir that over here. Turn on my fire in the back. So you never know what you're going to be able to cook until you explore. Now, I love to use a recipe. If I can follow a recipe, I'm so great. It's going to be success. But it's meals like this where I'm like, no. We're about done. It's been a pleasure cooking with you. Simple meals. And they can turn out fantastic. I'm going to taste a little piece of this meat. I hope it doesn't burn my fingers. Owie, owie, owie. I think it needs more soy sauce. So that's how I cook. And I think I'm going to throw in, we like to buy these really big containers because we use it so much. Throw in a little bit of garlic powder. You should probably measure it, but I don't. And black pepper. I put black pepper in that, but I think I want just a little bit of pepper in here. Just a little. Don't salt it because you've got that soy sauce is super salty. You're so close. I'm amazed on what you can throw together when you just put your mind to it. So I challenge you. Find some things in your house that you can be crafty with. If it's not food, maybe it's colors, or maybe it's painting, or, well, I don't know, rearranging the books on your cabinet. I don't know. But it's fun to be creative. Uh-oh, turn my fire down. It looks like I am about done with all of these. I don't know, my vegetables just aren't crisp enough. I think they just need to cook longer. So, getting some tortillas. So my daughter likes these little bitty ones, the smaller ones. I have found it's a carb balance that I'm going to try today, and there's also a whole wheat. Once again, there's only a couple left. That's why we're having fajitas, so we can be good with our food, manage well. So I'm going to wrap everything up as far as cleaning up. You don't want to watch me clean up because that's so boring, but I'm good at making a mess. Just ask my husband. Okay, I'll show you the finished product in just a minute. Stay with me. Once again, nothing fancy, just our fajita making station. So I've got some plates, some salsa and cheese, and of course I love the super greens. And let's check on our meal. So wonderful, looks great. And my peppers for my vegan daughter. She will be so happy I separated them. And of course, have extra soy sauce on hand. This has been so fun. I hope you're having a good time. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's put the fajita together. Just some meat. I like to have more meat than anything else. And it's yummy. And then of course my skinny ham guy. And just pile it on. So what I end up doing is overfilling my fajita, which is kind of weird, but here we go. The fajita station. Yeah, lettuce. We're almost done. And some cheese. I messed up. You're supposed to put, I'm gonna cheat. Put the cheese on top of the meat because it will melt that way. Okay, and some spicy. Oh no, I gotta shake it up. Don't look. Ah, it was all yucky. So here we go. Throw some salsa on there, and we are gonna have the best fajita ever because fajitas are so much more fun if you make it with love and they're messy. Oh yeah, here we go. You ready? Woo, soupy messy. Success. I can't talk with my mouth full. My mom would be so mad at me, but